Hey, you know who's here? Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald has a brand new movie opening called Dirty Work. He's out promoting it. He's been in the center of controversy because they fired him from Saturday Night Live. And then the guy who runs Saturday Night Live, you know, Don Omar, the guy who runs NBC, wouldn't let him run his commercials over there. But today, they say now they'll let him run his commercials on everything but Saturday Night Live on the NBC network.
Why not Saturday Night Live?
Who knows? The ban is lifted.
What they're saying is they're going to put it on those shows nobody watches.
Well, yeah. It looked a little suspicious. I mean, when a guy who's running a network is having such a vendetta against the guy. But anyway, here's Norm. Norm's a real funny guy. I think he's funny. We haven't seen him since he had all that controversy where he bombed at some college.
Yeah, we've been talking about it, but we haven't talked to Norm.
I got a million things to talk to him about.
Well, how long is it going to take him to get in here?
I don't know. I'm waiting. Getting a big build-up. There's Norm. Norm's like Madonna. He makes you wait. It's like... Hey, Norm. How you doing, man? What's happening?
Hey, Howard.
Hey, man. Did you...
Oh, my God. Look at Rosie's giant head.
That's the Rosie O'Donnell spinning head. How many? That's her actual size head. How many jelly beans do you think are in her head?
There's no...
Take a guess. If you guess, what do we give him?
We're going to give money to his favorite charity.
All right.
Not a lot.
You don't have a charity.
Yeah, I do. I have AIDS, but only pediatric AIDS.
Right. You don't care if adults get AIDS.
You make sure it only goes to children.
Yeah.
Only the innocent victims of AIDS.
Right.
I would say there'd be about 6,108.
Is that even close?
You are incorrect, Norm.
Oh.
You are incorrect.
Oh, well, those kids lose out.
See, I didn't know you got into... Did a public relations person tell you to get into charity work so people would like you?
No, I'm not into charity.
You're not. You don't even have pediatric AIDS.
No.
Charity. But that is a good thought.
Do you give money to charity at all?
No, I give money to homeless guys in the street.
I see.
Yeah, but if we were to look on your tax form from last year...
Yeah.
And there's a certain amount you can deduct for charity.
Right.
Right? They say, like, a guy in your income bracket, I mean, you make pretty good change.
I made...
How much you make last year?
Last year?
Yeah.
I think it was $1 million.
All right, so you made $1 million. All right, I would guess $1 million. Yeah. And after taxes, you probably bring home about, what, 500,000?
I have to give a lot of money to my agent and manager. And
oh, you have a manager, too?
Yeah.
Why do you have a manager and an agent? Why can't you just have one?
I think you can just have one.
Right, but why do you have two? Is your career so scary big that you need two?
No. When I sign, they tell you need all these guys.
Right.
Who'd you sign with?
Yeah.
This guy, Ray Rio.
Yeah.
Brillstein Agency.
He's your manager.
Yeah.
He's going to get you work.
I don't think they do that.
They just take money.
I think so.
Right. And what does he do? What is his job? To go around Hollywood and talk you up?
No, I think the agent, like, phones the manager and goes, hey, somebody wants Norm to do something.
Right. And they discuss it.
Me.
Right.
So the guy told you needed a guy he could call.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people, especially actors, they all have agents.
Right.
Because you need an agent because you don't want to ask for money yourself. It's really tacky.
That's right.
Like I mean, like you don't want to call them and go, no, I want $20,000.
You just got the job. Now you're going to ask for money
Right.
for it?
So the agent's job is to actually negotiate the deal.
Yeah.
But the manager thing is the one I don't get.
What is that? What does a manager do?
Well, he goes around telling you, if you had me, you'd be working a lot more, and your agent doesn't know what you're doing, what she's doing, or he's doing.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they scare you into thinking, well, I better have him.
You need him, too.
Because I'll lose out on all this work.
That's the thing. You get scared that if you don't have the guy, you'll be in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you're afraid to fire him because he'll badmouth you.
Exactly.
Did
Yeah, right.
anybody ever call you and say, well, let me speak to your manager about this?
Who?
No one.
Nobody's ever done that, have they?
No one's ever
Right.
done that, yeah.
It's unbelievable. Hey, you know
Sometimes my manager will call me up and go, hey, we got this offer, man. What do you think?
Hey, did you hear this girl who farts on command?
Yeah, that's gross.
Wow.
Oh, come on. She's a huge fan of yours. She wants to meet you.
Oh, then I like
Is she
it.
really?
Yeah, she really is. Do you mind if she meets you? She wants to give you a performance.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that's so cute. You have to see it. It's amazing. You want to see it?
All right.
All right. Bring her in, Gary.
Didn't take much arm twisting.
Yeah. Do you really think that's gross? I'm so fascinated by her talent.
Oh, my God.
Here she is. This is Maria.
Hi.
Maria, do you know, you're a fan of Norm's? Norm Macdonald.
She's not a fan? Why'd you make that
I
up?
think someone wrote to me. She's a huge fan.
She was thinking of Norm
I don't know.
Crud.
Oh, you don't know her? You don't know him?
Hey.
Hey, talk into that microphone. Don't get too close to him. He's a star.
So,
You don't. I thought you knew Norm. I'm sorry. I was given a note that you knew him.
you just made that up.
No, I swear.
What's it all out.
Yeah.
All right, give him a little blast and get out of here. Go ahead, Maria. I don't want to hold you over. Go ahead.
Right at
Well, not at him.
No, turn to
Watch this, Norm. Watch it.
Okay.
Isn't that great?
Impressed.
What do you think of that?
That's great.
I want to go on the Magic Johnson show with her.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, my God. Did you hear us ripping it apart?
No.
Oh, we just did a 45-minute analysis. I'd never, the guy, you know, it's a show of a guy who can't talk with other guests who can't talk. I've never seen anything like
Did
it.
you ever see when he used to do basketball? Like
Commentary?
He
Yeah.
even got fired from that.
Yeah, it was awful. Imagine him on a
They
talk
gave
show.
him a talk
Yeah.
show.
And
Oh.
on basketball, all he'd ever say is he'd go, like, Marv Albert would talk the whole time, and then Magic once in a while would go, "It's the ultimate."
Right. Hey, but you know who thinks Magic Johnson's show is funny?
Yeah.
Don Ohlmeyer.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, ask Maria to go. I thought you were a fan. I'm sorry. That's why I brought
What
you back
was
in.
that? What was going on there?
What, with Maria?
Yeah.
I wanted Norm to see her talent.
Yeah. That didn't work out very well.
Maria, thank you again.
Oh, no.
Hey, thanks, man.
You and I will be performing together.
Nice meeting you, Norm.
Nice meeting
You thought you'd
man.
give Norm that present.
You don't really know Norm? You never heard of him?
I'm really drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, I was on the TV.
Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Saturday Night
You ever
Live.
watch that
Yeah, he
show?
did the news segment.
Which guy were you?
What?
Ooh,
man.
that's
I'm
cold.
sorry.
That's cold.
Is she like Don Ohlmeyer's daughter?
Were you starting to think? Were you starting to think you were famous or something?
Yeah, I thought,
Norm's going to think you set this up.
You better get another manager.
Howard always says that.
I didn't say anything.
No,
he
I'm
goes,
always
"This is
working on
outrageous."
the weekend.
What'd you say?
I'm always working Saturday night, so I don't get to see this Saturday Night Live.
See, this is what I tell my guys all the time because sometimes they,
That's where you get all your work, farting on Saturday nights.
But you know, a lot of people. Seriously, this is good for you to see. I tell my guys all the time they write bits and stuff, and I go, "This is so inside." I said, "You act like everybody knows who we are." I said, "Most people, like half the people, think Robin is Robin Givens, right?"
Oh, please, I get called that constantly.
Right,
Right,
and
right,
half the people don't know who I am. I
Yeah,
said,
nobody knows who anybody is.
And no one, especially no one knows you, right?
Yes, that's
exactly.
true.
And that's why you're out promoting a
You
movie.
gotta be really famous for somebody to know you. Like,
Is it difficult? Thank you, Maria. Thank you. It's okay that you don't know Norm. No one does.
Sorry.
It's all right. He used to be like he did the Chevy Chase
We
thing.
know.
The Chevy Chase.
Yeah, the news on Saturday Night Live.
You know, he looks familiar, but like you could have been a guy I dated or
no, I don't
Norm
know.
Macdonald. You know, I'm sorry.
Now, trust me, if he dated you, he would have divorced you by now.
Oh.
Right, that's true. Okay, thank you. Thanks,
Dating
Maria.
doesn't require a divorce out.
Oh. So, Norm, I read you're divorced now.
What?
What?
That's what I just read in an article. You're divorced.
Where's your? He points to a piece of.
It's right here. Look at that. Divorced. Norm
Yeah, it is.
Macdonald.
Really?
Yeah, he's divorced now.
Are you really
No,
divorced?
no, that's Saget you're thinking of.
No, you. You're divorced.
The size of that rose he had, man.
Is are you clamming up on us?
Are you
Come on.
divorced or not?
No, I'm not divorced.
Are you married?
Yeah.
You're
Let
married.
us talk to your wife right now.
All right, let's call your wife. It says here in this article, I swear to God, that you're divorced. I do research. Look,
No.
you want me to read it?
Sure.
What are you getting up time for?
I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about.
You want a drink?
Drink. Is he got a problem?
I don't know. That's what they were saying.
Oh, at
Hey,
that college.
yeah, we haven't seen you in so long.
I know. I wanted to come in, but
Speaking of which,
Busy.
you should talk to
Now we
him
know.
about that Letterman thing.
before I now have this guy that's a publicist.
Right.
So I always tell him, hey man, why can't I go on Stern? He's like, no, you gotta go on at the right time.
Right, I
Oh,
know.
is that this show needs timing?
Yeah, what's that? all about?
It's weird things are happening to Norm, and then every time something weird happens to you, the next
go
time
on
you're on Letterman, and I'm like, we have 15 times the size of the audience of
I
Letterman,
know, I want to come.
and you're rushing to go on Letterman.
So you're listening to this publicist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the publicist? Some guy from the movie studio?
Yeah, no, he's
Or is he your personal publicist?
no, it's a girl that's in the green room there.
Well, let me talk to her. What the hell's her problem?
Yeah.
Her name's Amy.
Yeah, well, tell Amy she's full of it.
Oh,
I'm serious.
Got to go on this show at the right time.
yeah, what's that?
All right, so let's talk about everything that's happened.
Yeah.
All right. Number one, you went to do some college show in Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac, that's how you say it.
It's Quinnipiac?
Yeah, Quinnipiac.
That's right.
Am I right?
It's a college.
Yeah, Quinnipiac College in Quinnipiac, New York.
Right.
All right. So anyway, so you go up there to do a show,
Yes.
and you go out there, and they say you're so drunk you can't get through the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Is that true?
No, that's not true.
I believe that.
It certainly doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't drink very much.
You don't drink at all?
No, hardly ever.
Show.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right.
Is that true?
No, that's not true.
I believe that.
It certainly doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't drink very much.
You don't drink at all?
No, hardly ever.
So what happened?
Well, a lot of times people like on stage will think that I'm drunk. Like I often get that.
Right.
People go, "Hey man, you're wasted."
You're like Cheech and Chong. They weren't really high. They just acted like they were high.
Really?
Right.
I think one of them was.
Which one?
Everybody in the college where I went, everybody was drunk. Like they were all drinking beer in a beer tent since noon.
Yeah.
And then I went on, and then sometimes my shows go real bad.
Right. And you like that.
I don't like.
I read an
care.
interview where you said you like the audience to hate you.
No, I didn't. I said I don't care one way or the other.
Right. You just want to get paid.
Yeah, like if I do real well, it doesn't matter.
What does it cost to get you to show up at a college?
I think it's like 15,000 or something.
Wow. So like for an hour of work, you get 15 grand.
Yeah,
That's nice money.
that's all right.
And what is the clause where you only have to be? How long do you have to be on stage before you can?
You gotta be on like an hour, something like that. So whatever they ask you, you know. So then I went on, and I was everybody was drunk, you know.
Right.
And then sometimes I just talk about whatever I want to talk about that night.
Right. What were you talking about that night?
I was talking about them being drunk.
He said, "Hey, you guys are all drunks."
And you know how sometimes like you say to a drunk guy that he's drunk and he gets mad.
Belligerent.
And there's no, you're drunk.
Yeah.
So it was like that. They hated me, and then
They started throwing stuff at you.
yeah, and then I didn't want to leave because I didn't want to not get paid.
Right. So you stayed on for exactly 10 minutes because they would have to pay you if you stayed 10 minutes.
Right. No, no, no.
It's like you got to
An
go
hour.
3 rounds.
He
with the
stayed on an hour.
You stayed on the full hour.
Well, I stayed on until they finally came up and said, "No, you can go." But
Really? It was that
funny 'cause
painful.
everyone's just screaming at you
Right.
the entire time. And then, like, the girl from the college would call me over, and I go, "What? What do you want?" And she'd go, "Do those jokes like you do on Letterman."
Yeah.
What are you
Oh, you have
talking
a
about?
college girl telling you what to do.
Yeah.
People are just screaming like obscenities. You can't go.
Were they
like,
throwing things at you?
They were throwing things, so you can't do an act. You can't go like, "Does anyone have an answering machine?"
So did you get paid for that night?
I didn't get paid.
You didn't.
Oh.
And now you're suing them?
I don't know if I will.
You can't decide.
Yeah,
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Well, we had a guy who called in who said he opened for you.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
the audience was fine and that he did
Oh,
fine.
he did great. Yeah. The opening guy they love.
Yeah, he said he's like some DJ up in Hartford, and he's doing great. He said, and then they paid him to go back out and
Pay him extra money.
he paid him extra money to go take over after they threw you out.
Yeah, he did great. The guy before me was doing really.
And you're a professional comedian. I mean, you're at the top. I mean, I can't imagine what went wrong.
happened?
No, sometimes I'm really nobody likes me. Sometimes they like me, and sometimes they don't.
Because you're kind of odd and quirky.
What?
You're kind of odd and quirky.
I would say that.
What were you saying to them, Norm?
I was just talking about. They were all drunk, so I decided.
You should have farted. That's funny.
I decided I'd just talk about drinking, and I don't know. I don't have like. Sometimes people get like, because when I do my live act, sometimes people see me from the news,
Yeah.
and I don't know anything about the news. You know?
They want you to do the
They
news.
want you to be top of
They
the
expect
line.
me to be like Dennis Miller or something, where I know stuff.
They maybe rant about the news.
Yeah.
Right,
But
yeah.
instead, I'm just talking, and then they go, "What?"
It's just fun to hear you talk. They got to get into it.
Well, if they're drunk, maybe they can't.
That's right. Here's a guy who said he saw you on stage that night.
he did?
He saw you get booed off.
yeah.
Do you ever do a show where it's successful, or is it always you?
Oh,
It
yeah,
always ends up
sometimes
in.
it goes really good.
Really?
It's kind of funny when like they hate you, because all you're trying to do is make them laugh.
It's
right?
funny, yeah.
And this one guy, when he's walking out, he said, "I am going to kill you." Why would a guy be so mad at
Hey,
that?
Keith, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's going on?
Hey, man.
Norm, what's wrong with you?
Oh, that's a.
You got problems, man?
Yeah, I got
Yo,
problems.
number one, he was so toasted.
Yeah.
I mean, he went from saying, "Oh, you know, you're all drunk."
Right.
Yeah.
He went into pot. He went
Yeah.
into saying, "Oh, who does pot?" Then he went into who does LSD.
Yeah.
And finally, he went into who's on the crack,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And the whole crowd goes silent.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
So you guys thought he was high, and he thought you were high.
but the crowd was awesome. I mean, the guy that went on before him did great.
Right.
It was a great easy.
So, Norm, you came out and you said,
Yeah,
who's
we're
on...
in complete agreement there, buddy.
Right.
You know-
You were like, who's on pot?
Yeah.
Who's drinking?
Yeah, I wanted to know what everybody was on. Like, 'cause everybody,
Sounds pretty funny to me.
Because everybody seemed to be on different stuff.
Right, and you want to know what you were dealing with.
Yeah.
You adjust your act depending on what they're on.
Exactly.
That's decent of you. And why were you curious? Is that why you were curious what they were on?
Yeah,
it's an
just
important
talk
thing to you.
When people scream at me, I answer them. You know?
Right, right.
And so I talked to them about how the crack was there in Quinnipiac.
The crack.
So forth,
Crack, you always talk about crack. You love that.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that must have been a great night. I wish I had been there to see that.
Yeah.
I really do. But there are nights you go out on stage and you have an act, right? I mean, you have things that you say.
I have a kind of a loose act. I don't have a good memory for stuff.
So maybe
So you just riff.
I riff.
You go out
I'm
there.
like Mork.
Right. No, but are you a stand-up comedian? Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's how they bill him.
Right. And you have an act, right?
Yeah, I
Right.
got some
You haven't-
jokes, and then I think
Like, what's a joke that you tell? Like, when you come out, like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and then what do you say? What do you say after that?
I don't have specific jokes. I just talk about things I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Every show is different.
Most of the shows are pretty different.
All ad-libbed.
No, not all ad-lib.
So there's some set jokes.
Yeah, there are some set
All right, like,
jokes.
what would be one of the jokes you would have told that night had they given you a chance?
Well, let me think now.
All right, yeah, give me one of them.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to think that hard. This is something you've done a bunch
is
of
your
times.
act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess I can't think of any.
You see, this is what must have been happening. Yeah, and you were lucky today because we've all been drinking. So.
He must
on
have
crack.
a straw blanket. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But you don't-
I did tell some jokes that my dad used to tell me when I was a kid.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah, and stuff.
All right. And what was that?
What
was that joke?
That joke?
Yeah.
Oh, it was about Dirty Johnny. It was a joke.
It was
my
real
dad used
dirty?
to tell me.
You can't tell it on the air?
No, it was dirty.
It was too dirty. All right, well, there you work very blue. All right, Harry, you're on the air.
How you doing? Listen, I was there. I remember the joke he told. He took about 15 minutes to tell it.
Go ahead.
Why are we acting like half a crackhead anyway? But he was telling this joke. He says, a bum walks into a bar, and he goes to the bartender. He says, let me throw a dart at the dartboard. And the bartender's like, I can't let you do that. You're drunk.
Oh, yeah, that's a great joke.
Yeah, well, it took you like 15, 20 minutes to tell the damn thing.
Yeah, it is a long joke.
He was,
Well, what's wrong? You wanted an hour show.
You know how I was sitting right in the third row, right in front of the guy.
Yeah?
He was acting so twisted. He actually held onto the microphone stand at one point with a bottle of water in the other hand, and rather than letting the mic stand go for like 10 minutes, he held the bottle of water in his teeth trying to crack it open. Like, he was just wasted beyond belief.
Oh, yeah, that bottle of water was hard to open.
And cleared half the place out in 10 minutes.
So you spent like 10 minutes trying to open a bottle of water on
Yeah,
stage?
there's a bottle of water that was hard to open.
But that's part of your jokes, right?
Yeah, that's part of my act.
Right.
Yeah.
I usually close with that.
I'd like to see a guy open a bottle with his teeth.
He got so fed up finally that some security guard came up and he was like, be funny. He was like, be funny. F you, suck my you know?
Oh, yeah, no, that's because the
That was about the highlight of the whole night.
The security guy goes, hey, I think he's going to tell me like something. He's the security guy, and he goes, why don't you try to be funny? He's like the security guy.
Yeah, well, it's not so easy.
Man, I tell you, I didn't understand it at all. I mean,
Yeah.
he had the place.
Norm, is it that you are
You had a
so...
good time, though, right, Harry?
Norm,
You had a good time, though, right, Harry?
Oh, well, I wasn't twisted or drunk like everybody else, so I was just waiting to see when somebody was going to, like, chuck a chair at your face.
So everybody was drunk.
Norm, is it like an Andy Kaufman bit? In other words, you
Yeah, I
want
thought
the,
that- I
that
thought
people
that
will be
was the case.
talking about you forever, like because of this great night?
No.
No? Was that what was going on?
No, it was just a guy
Far
trying
from it. He had to be escorted off practically. He didn't even get introduced. He just kind of stumbled up onto the stage and stepped in front of the microphone. Nobody even realized he was standing there for a minute.
Wow.
know, that
All
was
right. Well, it
weird.
was a disastrous night, huh?
Oh, my God.
And what happens
It was
after a night
kinda
like that?
fun, though.
What do you do after a night like that? Do you just forget about it and go to sleep, or do you stay up at night going, God, I got to be better the next time I go out there?
Yeah, did you do any dates since then?
Yeah.
No, I think, I did some dates since then, yeah.
Yeah. How'd those go?
They went all right.
Yeah. Did you try to open the bottle of water again?
That's not a set piece of my act.
Jake, you're on the air.
Hey, Norm, this is Jackie. You can't tell dirty Johnny jokes. They're mine.
All right, come on. Do you have a question for Norm? This is very serious. The guy's got a movie out.
Norm, how do you get Bob Saget to direct your movie?
Oh, yeah.
Comedy.
I know.
Now, I hear you're at war with Bob Saget. You weren't happy with the way he directed the movie. Is that true?
You heard.
Meanwhile,
Is that true? Are you happy with Bob?
No, I like Bob. I saw him before when I
Like
was.
you like Don Ohlmeyer.
I saw Saget when I was like 12 years old. He was the first like club club comic I ever saw when I was a kid.
And he was very dirty, right?
Yeah, he was dirty.
Yeah, he's a
This
funny
was
club
before
comic.
his TV shows and stuff. And
funny shows.
So then after the shows, yeah, but you know, a guy does things for paychecks, you know.
What's going on in your personal life? Are you married or not?
Yeah.
You're married.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah.
You're married.
Yeah.
And no divorce.
No, I'm not doing
I swear, I read this in this article.
It's not an article. It's
Here it is, right here.
What does it
It's an
say?
interview. I'll tell you what it says.
It doesn't.
Were you divorced at one time?
No, never divorced.
Yeah, this interview is one of the funniest things I ever read. You do a routine in there that I just had to laugh at.
Why? What is
They asked you who your favorite superhero was. And I said, this is a brilliant answer, because most guys would go, you know what? I don't care. This is a dumb question. I'm out of here.
Right.
So, but Norm had an answer. He says, I like this guy in the Fantastic Four. He says, you know who the Fantastic Four are? He says, there was one guy called the Thing, all right, and he was like made out of rock.
Yeah, he
and
looked
so
like a
he looked like a thing, so they call him the Thing. And then they had this girl who could turn herself invisible, and they called her Invisible Girl.
Right.
Then there was a guy who could, like, turn into flame.
He was the Human Torch.
Human Torch. He says, but there was a guy who could stretch himself. Like, he could stretch from here to the moon. And you think he'd call himself, like, you know, Mr. Stretch Man or something like that. He called himself Mr. Fantastic.
Just so he could be the leader of the Fantastic Four.
I mean, what a huge ego. Mr. Fantastic. You don't call yourself Mr. Fantastic. I mean, that's balls. So you like him. You identify most with him.
With Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
No, it's just this guy. Sometimes interviewers ask you crazy questions out of the blue.
And then it says something else interesting in here, aside from your marriage. It said that on Weekend Update you had edgy material, but they wouldn't let you use it on Saturday Night Live. Like the picture of that Vietnamese girl running down the street. Remember that one where she's like all naked?
Yeah.
He wanted to put that up and say, hey, look, Woody Allen's dating again.
Yeah, right. Sometimes they would. You know.
Like, why wouldn't they let you do that? That's funny.
See, that was the kind of stuff that made Saturday Night Live great, and they stopped doing it.
Yeah. What do you think of...
My doorman always says to me when I was on Saturday Night Live, he always goes, you guys got to screw up more on that show, you know?
Yeah, dude, it's true. Do you you watch Saturday Night Live?
No.
You haven't seen the guy do the Weekend Update?
I have seen him, yeah.
Oh, you have seen him?
Yeah.
Bad?
I saw him like when because when I was still
Right, he was
forced
still
to be
on the show, yeah.
he was doing it.
And how did it make you feel when you'd sit backstage and watch him doing your segment that you love doing so much?
That's all right.
Oh, come on, man. Dude, let me in, man.
No, I would have rather been doing it myself.
Right, so you would watch it and you get all angry?
Not at him.
Yeah.
I
At
would
who?
get angry at Colin.
Didn't it make you drink? Did you ever shoot at the TV like Elvis? No, it made you upset, right? It's hard to see. That's torturous to make you sit there and watch a guy do your thing.
Yeah, it was hard to be at the show while it was happening.
Yeah, I've said it a million times, man. You're 10 times better at it than him. I mean, it's no contest.
All right.
All right? I spit on my TV when I watch that. All right, let me see if I can find this part about your marriage. Hold on. Here it is.
Hey, Artie's here, man. Why can't we bring him in?
Who's Artie?
You
He's
know,
in
my
the movie.
buddy.
Oh, he's in the movie with you?
Yeah,
bring him in. I don't care. I'll ignore him.
He's I know who he is.
Yeah, you like Artie. You'll remember.
Artie what? What's his last name?
He's Artie Lang. He used to be on the Mad TV show.
Well, here's what it says. I'm going to find this.
Hey, every interview I do, they go, hey, when are you going to be on Howard's show? So
Here,
I'm
listen.
not going to be on Howard's show.
You are divorced from...
that TV show.
You're
yeah,
divorced...
We get that question, too.
You're divorced from Connie Macdonald, and
Connie
you have a
McDonald?
5-year-old son.
Let me see that. It doesn't say it.
Right here. Connie Macdonald. Is that your wife's name?
That's my wife, yeah.
And you're not divorced?
No.
Oh, really?
Are you sure?
It doesn't say the word divorce on
It
that.
says it right here. It says it in the article.
That's not an article. It's
I never can figure you out, man. I never figure out what's going on. Hey, Artie, how you doing?
How you doing, Howard?
All right, you're in this new movie?
I'm in the movie with Norm, yeah.
Dirty Work.
Dirty Work.
Hey, he also has been on tour with me doing stand-up. He knows I don't drink.
Yeah,
I just wanted a couple of gigs with Norm, yeah, opening up for him.
And what happened?
No drinking.
Yeah, and did he bomb or was he...
No, he always kills, man. He's
He does.
great,
He
yeah.
kills. People love him.
And Artie would know if Norm was because Artie's had his rehab problems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have.
You've been in rehab a lot, right,
If
Artie?
anyone knows, well, not a lot. I mean, Enough, you know, but
How do
if
they
anyone
make-
knows someone who's screwed up, it would be me.
What was your drug of choice?
Oh,
Coke?
cocaine.
Cocaine,
I
you like
guess.
that.
Booze,
Yeah.
and booze is good.
I love
Booze
hanging.
and coke. He told me booze and coke went good together.
Yeah, I love hanging around with addicts.
It's called brinning.
Britting.
Grinning. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's what Brad just said.
I know.
think so.
Phil Hartman, his wife was on coke and booze, and she shot him in the head.
Yeah, so Artie knows what that feels like.
Yeah, you were friends with Phil, right?
Yeah, he is a great guy.
He was a great guy.
Ever come in
I
here?
thought you told me you were glad that he got shot, that you didn't like him.
Stop that.
That's in that
Wasn't that you?
article.
Wasn't that in that
That's in that article.
That's why your wife's leaving you? So, Artie, how do you make that jump? Like, you go into rehab, you're really into coke, and you're really into drinking.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they have you clean a few toilets and you're cured?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just an incredible desire to keep living.
Right.
I never cleaned toilets or nothing. Nothing.
You didn't go to that kind of
What rehab? Were you in Christian Slater's rehab?
No.
And Andy Dick?
I'm not nearly that cool.
Andy
No.
Dick.
Who's Andy Dick,
Oh,
Christian
Andy
Slater, and
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen
I
were all in
saw-
rehab.
I saw-
I was with Andy Dick and Farley at the show that Farley did on Saturday Night Live, you know.
Yeah, Andy could put him away.
And Farley came up to me and he was like, "Andy Dick sitting at my table." And I
Wow.
go, yeah, what's wrong with that? He goes, "I just read in the TV guide about him. He's gay." He goes, "That's not right for a man." I can't do anything about it, Chris.
Hey, Chris, you don't need to read TV Guide to know he's gay.
And two nights before, I got thrown off of Mad TV. I got arrested.
Right, right.
And the whole week I was kind of out of control.
Yeah, why did you get thrown off Mad TV?
Because I got arrested for possession of cocaine outside the studio. Like the morning of a show.
Aren't out of control guys fun? I love them. I just love them. I could hang around with them all day.
So I'd been up all week, and I just kind of was miserable and stuff.
Right.
And they were really cool to me at that show. They really tolerated like a ton of stuff. That I
Right.
did.
It's so great.
And
Martin was-
Isn't it fun to hang around with guys who are always in trouble with the law and coke, and they
You
just think
never know if they're going to show up or not. It's exciting.
it's exciting.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
But,
They're like bad boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole week I was kind of nuts, and like 2 nights before I got arrested, I was in a bar on Sunset Boulevard.
Right.
Bad news.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it,
Little
Gary?
reminder, I don't know if Artie's going this way, but he told us last time. The reason why he got caught with the coke was because the cops came, and the reason why the cops came was because he punched his manager in the face.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that.
The choice of managers.
Wow.
I told my manager, I just want to punch 15% of you. That's all I want.
See, Norm wants to be like this, right? You want to be out of control like this.
No.
You want to be bad.
He's not, though. That's
I'm a
the
good
thing.
guy.
He's like the most, calm guy, not out of control guy I ever met. Because we were on the road.
He was
a little bit.
professional working with him in the movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he's funny. He
You're
can go
kidding.
out there, man, and just like these gigs we went on, I would open up and do like 20 minutes.
Right.
I'd bring him out, and it was like bringing out Elvis. These kids love him.
They do, right?
And they all know
Did he
about.
open a bottle of water with his teeth?
That's actually funnier off stage than on stage.
Hey, I'm going to open a bottle with my teeth right now.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute. Wait a second. This is tough.
I opened a bottle of urine with my teeth.
Right.
I know. You're into that.
Yeah.
You're a kinky guy.
But no, he's always great. He goes out there and they love him.
Right.
It's fun to be there.
And you only had to go to rehab once, and then you got rid of your problem?
Artie on the
Twice,
movie.
twice,
Artie on the
actually.
movie would just slam Saget constantly.
Oh, he would, huh?
What? I would. No, I would.
You guys goofed on Saget the whole time?
This was Saget's big joke. He shows up and he's the director, right?
Right.
So he puts on his trailer. They have PAs there,
Right.
That have hard work to do. And he gets this guy and he gives him this big assignment to put on his trailer a sign, right?
Right.
That says "Seymour Butts."
Right.
Oh, boy.
And then he wants everybody to call him Seymour Butts. Remember that?
That's good stuff. Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
And then
Is that his A-list material? You ought to use that on stage, Norm. Maybe get some bottles thrown at
Use
you.
that in Connecticut.
Hey, everybody, just call me Seymour Butts, I tell you. So Bob Saget was trying to fit in with you guys and be
You want to
irreverent
be
and
wild
wild.
and crazy. huh?
Right. So he hung Seymour Butts on his door.
Well, I was just afraid of, again. I mean, I was always good to Saget. I mean, because he put me,
Remember Saget when we needed him, and and he was at the Lilith Fair.
Oh, get out of here.
One night, like Norm.
That's for women.
Because we were up all night, like writing and working.
He went to Lilith Fair?
Yeah.
The chick
He's
thing?
trying to pick up women.
No, he brought a girl.
He brought a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
The girl that was in the movie he brought to Lilith.
Oh,
He went with
yeah?
this chick that was in the movie, and Norm was up to like 3 a.m. like with the other two writers.
Yeah, working.
Rewrite it?
Rewrite,
Like,
make
hey,
stuff
how's
funny.
it going? You'd hear like Sarah McLachlan squawk in the background.
Hey, don't bother me. I'm at Lilith Fair with a chick in the movie.
You hear what's her name doing poetry? What's that blonde's name with the
Jewel?
Jewel.
big jugs?
Yeah. Yeah, she has no clue that the reason people are going to see her is because she has big jugs.
She's really annoying.
She's a piece of work. I did the Tonight Show, and she was the guest, Jewel.
Yeah.
And it was me and that guy from James Carvell. You know him?
Right,
Political guy?
Ice cream guy.
Yeah, ice cream guy.
No, not Carvel.
So anyway, you know he's bald.
Yeah.
So anyway, James Carvell, you know him?
Right,
Political guy?
Ice cream guy.
Yeah, ice cream guy.
No, not Carvel.
So anyway, you know he's bald.
Yeah,
So anyway, we're doing the show and everything's going smooth, and we go backstage, and it was, I think my movie was opening that night. I was inviting Jewel to go see it with a bunch of us because she's got big jugs.
She does.
Yeah, no, she's really
She's got
cute.
bad teeth too.
And she
Bad
got-
teeth and big jugs are great on
And a
broad.
giant ass.
Yeah. Oh
but
my
they hide it. So anyway,
It sounds like Artie.
we're backstage. Wait a second. Yeah, Artie, I'll go out with you.
I have great teeth.
So wait a second. We go backstage, and all of a sudden she goes psycho. She turns around to James Carvell and she goes, "You, stop staring at my breasts. I know I have breasts. Stop staring at them." This is backstage. I went, this chick's nuts. The guy wasn't doing anything to her.
No.
What do you think of that?
I laughed at you guys last week when you were playing her poetry.
Oh.
And you played it for like 30 seconds, and then out of nowhere you just said, "Why didn't you write a poem about her jugs?" That's funny.
Because that'd be good.
That's very
right. Anything good she wouldn't do. And now she's an actress, Jewel.
Who cares?
Snaggletooth.
Who cares?
You guys ever bang her?
Did I ever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was at
in
the
rehab.
show once, and she goes, she saw me in the hall, and she goes, "Oh, I have the biggest crush on you."
She said that to you?
Yeah. So then she goes, "I'll see you at the party." So I go, "All right." So I show up at the party.
Right.
She's necking with a French dude.
I guess she had a crush on him, too.
Yeah, crap.
Yeah. I don't want you. Yeah, I know, because I thought I could get her.
Yeah.
She gives you that impression.
Really?
So that's why I said, hey, like, maybe come to the
Right,
movie
that's right.
opening.
You were inviting her around.
And she said, okay, I'll go. And then, like, 2 seconds later, she goes into her room to change, and I guess her manager and stuff was there, and they straightened her out not to go with me. And she came back in, and she goes, "I'm sorry, I can't go. I just remembered I have to go to bed early." Yeah, that was it.
She's a great excuse
Yeah.
writer, too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Ridiculous.
That was
Terrible.
That was really a drag.
So she's blown all of you off.
Yeah.
I never met her.
Trust me, she ain't going with you.
I think I could close that deal.
You do, huh?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I just appreciate her poetry. And
So don't you think that's kind of unprofessional during the making of Dirty Work that Bob Saget's dating one of the chicks in the movie? You're
I
not
don't know
supposed to do
I
that.
don't know if they were dating. Were they dating?
He took her to Lilith Fair.
I think, well, I
He
mean,
was
you know,
trying, I don't know.
Saget was trying to date her.
You know
Right.
what's so funny? Because he comes here and he's like, "Oh no, this divorce stuff is really hard. And
It's
I'm
very
really
painful.
Not dating,
This is the
and
funny
da, da,
part.
da,
Like
da."
he's like a real gentleman with women and everything.
Yeah.
So he'll go after them and after them and after them and wine and dine them, and then the girl will just have sex with the producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a big food chain on a movie. You know?
Yeah.
It's hard for an actress, like from what I've seen, to pick. The goal is to pick who to have sex with.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, like who on the movie do you have sex with?
Exactly.
You have sex with your co-star? Can he get you something?
Right.
Do you have sex with the director?
Nobody gets them anything.
Right.
But they're just afraid that they might keep them out of other stuff.
Right. It's like a manager.
It's tough being.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough being an actress because you got to pick you got like the producer, the director, then you got Norm the star.
Right.
I mean, I'm like below the gaffer.
Yeah. But that's true because they always have sex with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough to be.
Did you guys get sex with anybody on the movie?
Nah, you got some massages from girls.
I had a bad experience with a hooker up there.
What do you mean? Where were you shooting? In Canada?
Toronto.
What? You did?
Did
Well,
you?
it was.
Oh, that girl.
What happened?
No, it wasn't. I mean, no, because I heard that. Do you know what?
Toronto supposedly has like the best looking strippers and
yeah,
everything.
there's
Yeah.
this go-go place up there. Do you know what a blumpkin is?
No. You know what a blumpkin is?
No, but it doesn't sound good.
What's a blumpkin?
I could guess.
It's like it's kind of a sex act that a hooker does. That I heard.
Oh man!
Does it involve your butt?
Yeah, well, my friend who's a cop told me. Because him and his buddies always.
So you asked for a Blumpkin?
Yeah, and it costs like in Canada. It costs
Can you explain it so that I don't get bleeped?
He's on the toilet and.
Oh, you're on the toilet and somebody
pleasures him orally.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool to say. All right.
It is.
Yeah. So you're saying
Why
that
does somebody want that?
Jackie had that. He's into that too.
Well, I thought I heard
Jackie
Jackie
dreamt
A
it. It
Blumpkin
didn't
is
happen.
when a girl pleasures you orally while you're on the toilet.
Right.
Okay, go
But
ahead.
I never got one. I wanted to get one.
Right.
And,
you wanted a Blumpkin.
So I kind of asked.
How much do they charge for that?
That's that. Well, it's $250 Canadian.
And you don't have that kind of money.
No, I was getting per diem.
Right.
Holy $6.
Well, why don't you go to Saget and ask him for more per diem?
Yeah, no, well, yeah, it's true. I should have done that, actually.
Are you guys predicting a big hit with this movie? Is it very funny? I mean, let's be honest. Do people really go see this?
Have you seen it, Norm?
Yeah,
Norm,
it's fun. It's funny.
You think it's good?
No, it's funny.
It is funny?
Yeah, it's got a lot of really good jokes.
I get the sense that you guys don't even know if it's funny or not.
No, it's really
You're like
funny.
dizzy from it.
No, I know that it's really funny, but I don't know. Who knows what's a hit? I don't know.
Right. You don't know if other people will find it funny.
Yeah, it depends on if people go and see it.
Have you shown it to other people? Have you tested it in front of an audience?
Yeah, they do testing.
They love it.
And
They went wild for it.
They
do.
Testings because they just do it because it's they bring in these kids for the testing.
Right.
They bring in like a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Right.
And then they watch. You must have done this with your
We did
movie.
testing, yes.
And then so you watch the movie, and then you have to listen to these kids.
Focus group.
Tell you what's wrong with
Right.
it?
Yeah.
No.
And there's one guy goes, I was sitting in the back, and this black kid goes, man, I hated the part with Oprah. Man, I did not like that Oprah. And Oprah's not in the movie. And then afterwards, like, it turns out he was talking because there's an opera scene in the movie.
Oh, opera.
I do not like Oprah.
So he didn't like the Oprah scene.
I mean, all these guys are like making notes, and the next day a guy will phone you and go, hey, what about this Oprah thing? We have to really decide. There's one dude, you know?
They say, hey, Oprah's a big star. We should keep her in. Why do you offer Blumpkins to everyone who goes to see the movie? Nancy, you're on the air.
Hi.
Norm Macdonald and Artie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, guy.
Mr. Stern.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, come on.
Norm.
Yeah?
I used to be an intern at SNL. My name's Nancy, and
yeah.
I want to come to Norm's defense. I think he's hysterically funny.
Ah, that's
Leaving
nice.
SNL was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Well, let him be the judge of that.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Remember that, Norm?
What?
I thought you said you got fired from being an intern because you talked to Norm.
Yeah, I did. I got fired because I was talking to Norm. Can you believe this?
Do you remember an incident like this?
No.
Norm, you don't remember that, Norm?
Honey, you're taking an hour to get to the story, and I'm getting bored.
I was talking to Norm.
All right, Casey, you're on the air.
All right.
Hi.
Hi, Norm, you kick ass, first of all. Where'd you get the idea for the movie?
Oh, yeah, that was me and my buddy Frank Sebastiano. I just thought it'd be a good idea for a revenge for hire business. I got no funny story for this.
Jim, you're on the air. It's true. Who cares? Who cares where you got the idea? He stole it. Hey, you're on the air.
Hello?
Jason, yeah.
Hey, Jason, how you doing? Howard.
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted to goof on him for a little bit, call him a fag.
Who?
But,
Who do you want to call a fag?
Norm.
Why is that?
Why? You think Norm's a fag?
Yeah, but now I'm kind of thinking I want to know what kind of sedative he's on, because he seems a little bit too mellow for me.
Are you on any kind of drugs, Norm? I'm wondering if you're on Prozac or anything.
I'm on the AZT.
AZT. You're on AZT?
Yeah.
I see.
It relaxes me.
And hey, I think that intern probably got fired because the conversation between her and Norm probably lasted about 4.5 hours, and she wasn't able to get the other stuff to the people.
That's funny.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
He's saying I'm a slow-talking fag.
No, it's slow-talking fake. He's saying a fake.
A fag.
A fake.
All right, so let's see what other controversies you're in. What did I miss? So, okay.
Don Ohlmeyer.
Don Ohlmeyer was a jack-off. I got to tell you what I think of this guy, and I am outraged. I said this the first day I read about it. You know, being a performer is a weird thing. I mean, to keep a career going is next to impossible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's scary when you lose your job. Don Ohlmeyer fires Norm in the middle of a season. If they had let you go during the summer, it would have been almost like it looked like you left and everybody left on good terms.
Right.
But they publicly embarrass you and say you're not funny.
Right.
As a performer, you got it. Like this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, when you say that he's hiding behind the corporate guys, he's got a job with NBC. His job's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
As a performer, you got to fight back a little bit. So you say, hey, this guy Don Ohlmeyer, what does he know? You did some pretty harmless stuff, quite frankly.
Yeah, I just try. The tough thing is when you're put in that situation, you gotta be funny because you're a comedian. They put you in a situation where it's almost impossible to be funny.
Right,
you have
nothing
to
funny about it.
That's right.
Charges and stuff. But I never cared about that because I always he owns the cameras. You know what I mean?
Right.
A guy can. It's his place. So
he owns cameras.
So what is it? He owns the cameras. So anyway, he's got a big important job.
Yeah,
so anyway,
so he can fire you. You know.
Yeah, but he can fire you in a nice way.
The movie thing bothered me because I don't work for him anymore, and I don't like that.
So anyway, then Norm's movie's coming out, and he says, "You know what? Norm hasn't been nice to me. He can't advertise on NBC."
NBC, yes.
That's horrible.
Mind-blowing.
That's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
You know?
But
and not only that, I read that he was also canceling Norm around at NBC affiliates around the country, so he couldn't even do local interviews.
Is that true? Like you tried to do Live at 5?
Hey, I had like all these interviews I was going to do this week. You know, I was going to do Conan. I was going to do this Access Hollywood.
And Conan took that crap?
Everything.
That crap?
Everything unbooked. No, they didn't tell me that.
Conan is a pussy.
The Conan show said.
I mean, is he a pussy?
The Conan show told me, no, Jason Priestley's in town. He's promoting the Roots store.
Yeah.
You got to have him. So it was,
seriously, what do you think of Conan? Is he a big puss that he doesn't stand up to Don Omar and say, Norm Macdonald's my friend and I'm going to book him? I don't care.
I don't know. I like Conan. I like being on a show.
Don't cop out on me. What do you think of that? That guy is such a wimp.
The whole world is full of wimps.
I've done Conan's show, and Conan's done my show and everything, but I got to admit, the guy's got no goddamn backbone. He's got he's got the spine of a snail.
Yeah.
Well, if this company ever told me I can't have someone on because they were having an argument with him, I tell them to go F themselves.
Yeah, the one thing you can say about David Letterman is even after NBC fired you, he had you on the show.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't back down.
Yeah, Letterman's cool.
Letterman's the coolest.
He is cool.
Yeah, because he hates executives like that.
He hates everybody. He hates himself. I like that. You can't trust a guy who loves himself.
That's why you and Letterman were always the coolest to Norm in that time because you guys talk the truth. You know?
Yeah, we're not afraid of these guys. You know what I'm saying?
That guy's really putting down the hammer, yeah.
This other guy, Bob Wright, that's his boss, he said it was all right, even though...
Well, it's ridiculous.
I'm not getting booked on these shows still. It's all right for me to have ads on it.
Oh, you can pay them.
What is it, Dick? Go ahead. Norm Macdonald's here. He's promoting the new movie, Dirty Work. Artie, what do you play in this movie? Norm's buddy?
I play like his best friend, yeah.
That's good.
No, my brother.
Well,
do you know what part you played?
Artie.
Are you sure you're off?
I
Artie, you didn't know?
But there's a plot twist where we find out we're brothers, which evidently...
Don't tell them that,
What are you doing?
What are you, retarded?
Yeah. You're not supposed to say that.
You just told him
That's the ending.
Norm just told him
That's the whole ending.
Well, that's actually in the middle.
Well.
Oh, dear. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's point. Let's go see
Now
the
you
Truman
ruined
Show,
it.
for God's sake.
Because it's kind of like the Crying Game, this movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got secrets.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin it.
It's a big surprise when we learn that Artie has a dick.
That's the big punchline. What is it? Speaking of dicks, here's Dick. Dick, go ahead.
Yeah, Norm, are you drunk?
What?
What are you?
You sound like as if you're drunk. It's
Yes,
like,
that's
you're
right.
Like,
No, I understand. I've always had that. People always think I'm drunk.
You always think you're drunk.
Yeah, this is why, because I talk, I slur my speech, and I always smile. So people always wonder why a guy's smiling.
Dude, I saw you on Regis and Kathy Lee.
Oh, you saw that?
You know? I saw you on Regis Kathy Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you did that?
I think you really were drunk for that.
What?
Yeah. No, seriously, because people do
No,
things.
you got to do all these shows.
Yeah. That worked out pretty good, though.
You got to do all these shows when you're promoting.
Yeah, when
a
you're
movie.
doing a movie, I guess you got to go everywhere.
Yeah, you got to go everywhere. Regis and Kathy Lee wouldn't have me on. They were like Don Omar to me.
They wouldn't?
Yeah. They don't want
for
me.
the movie?
Yeah, they don't want me.
Oh, wow.
At least they don't own networks.
Because the stuff he said about
But aren't there shows where Kathy Lee's not there, so maybe you could have...
No, what do you ever hear what he said about Regis?
Yeah, I said lots of bad stuff about both of them.
Well, maybe Rosie O'Donnell, guest host, and you can go on.
Yeah, she's a real fan of mine, too. I'm going on the Magic Johnson show. That's, I've banned myself from all these talk shows.
That's funny.
I won't even do Letterman's called me 20 times. I'm sort of like, after my movie, I was a little overexposed. I want to back off.
Get back.
Yeah. But I said I'm not going to go on these shows. But if Magic Johnson will have me on, I will go on.
You got to do that.
I would do that show.
Are you doing the Magic Johnson show? Are you booked, Norm?
No, me and Artie watched it last night.
Oh, my
You don't want to be booked.
What was your pitch for the match? Because Artie was up for the sidekick.
No, I had
really?
I had a deal with Fox to do like a show, and I shot a sitcom that they didn't pick up or nothing.
Right.
But my agent called me up and said that Magic Johnson may want to meet you, to be his sidekick.
Do your impression of Magic.
Yeah. It's like,
what?
oh.
Hello there, Mr. Fox. Might you be so kind as to tell me where the cue cards is? That'd be cool, because he practically talks like
You know, it'd be funny, like, you get hired for the job and you wear a spacesuit, so when you have to sit next to him because you're afraid of getting infected.
Did you notice, though, that when he kissed, like, when he kissed Whitney Houston and stuff, there's a certain distance. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he shook his hand, he kind of...
Yeah, I don't want to get infected.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger's not going to get him on. Schwarzenegger.
That is something to watch. Does he kiss on the lips or does he kiss on the cheek?
I was going to kiss on the lips, but I don't want to get infected. I want to be big.
Because he has a hole in his heart.
Who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know that?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So he doesn't want to get like what is it? An AIDS-soaked heart.
Right.
God, that's the name of a country song.
Yeah.
Arnold was wearing flesh-colored gloves. Tom, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I used to work at a restaurant uptown. We used to do the Saturday Night Live parties.
Yes.
And I remember one year, it was like 2 years ago, right at the end of the party, I didn't know who Norm Macdonald was then, but he was kissing Elle Macpherson, who I recognized, right at the end of the party. And we were like, and I didn't know if it was true or not. We looked for it in the gossip papers. We never saw nothing. And it was like...
So you were making out with Elle Macpherson. Was he making out or was he just kissing?
You didn't know if it was
making
true.
Out with her.
He was making out.
What do you mean you didn't know if it was true?
You saw
it. I didn't know who you were.
They saw it, but they didn't read it, so they can't tell if it's true.
Was he feeling her up?
Oh, yeah.
No, he was just like kissing her and hugging her on the floor, and they ended up like leaving together.
Cool. Yeah, I know you banged her.
Oh, man.
No, that was me, actually.
No, why don't you come clean on that one?
I already banged Angus McPherson. A grip on the movie.
Oh, man. Hey, here's a guy who says he worked on the movie Dirty Work.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, this guy's name is Chris. What did you do on the film?
Yeah, what's up? How you guys doing?
What did you do?
I was doing actually some location work, and also I did some extra work at this time, so I was trying to make some extra cash doing here and there. And I was working on the film, and I got the whole impression that the whole film was like, there was like no script. Like, everything was that Bob Saget asked people to do. Everybody's like, yeah, sure. And then they did their own thing. Like, Norm was the coolest guy, man.
So nobody paid attention to the director? That's pretty cool.
No one took him seriously, man. Everybody like laughed.
Norm, can't that...
This is an extra talking.
Yeah, Norm, can't that ruin a film when no one pays attention to the director?
The extras didn't take him
The extras were goofing on
like
him.
the extras go, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody, it was funny, man. It was funny. It was funny being on set and stuff and seeing how things were done. And I think it'll be a great movie just because, Norm, you carry your own and you do what you do. And,
all right, so this guy was a big fan of yours. Maybe, Norm, you should have directed.
Yeah, maybe Norm was directing if nobody was listening to Bob.
I'm picturing Saget with a beret and a megaphone being totally ignored except by some of the girls in the movie.
A beret?
Yeah.
Seymour Butts with a beret.
Hey, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norm, I gotta say, don't put up with all this crap you're getting. You're the funniest guy on the face of the earth. Every time you're on Conan, it is the funniest show I've ever seen.
It is, yeah. Go on, Conan.
The show when you were doing the crack whore.
Yeah.
The second you were saying crack whore, that was hysterical.
I saw you.
Got Jason Priestley tomorrow night.
Yeah, instead of Norm.
And what did he do, man? Did you screw Don O'Brien's wife or something? Why does he hate you so much?
Wow. Yeah, you would have think you banged his wife.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. That's a crazy.
I don't know if you recognize this guy. It's Kevin Nealon on the phone. Ex-Saturday Night Live guy. Anyway.
Outrageous.
Yes, that really is. Anyway, and here's a guy who says Artie is wanted in Tijuana on some charges. Chris, what is this about?
Hey, man, I don't know if he knows it or not, man, but I was down there like a couple years, was it last year? And then his picture's up. Postal.
Stop.
That's ridiculous.
You deny that.
Artie Lang it is?
Oh, that's the name?
It's some Artie guys wanted in Tijuana. Well, listen, you guys. The movie opens this weekend, on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Now, will you guys be sitting by the phone waiting to hear the box office grosses?
Premiere or anything?
No, we don't have a premiere.
No, I'll be in rehab.
Yeah, probably.
I'm in weekend rehab.
Right. And what will you do now, Norm? Now, the movie will come out, and then you wait to see how you do at the box office. That'll determine if you get to make another movie or not.
No, I'm doing another movie in a week.
You're already starting another movie.
Yeah.
What movie is that?
It's called Ball Busted.
Ball Busted?
Yeah.
Now, what's up with that?
Is that about revenge business for hire?
Yeah.
Every movie you're in is the same. No, so that's called Ball Busted.
Yeah. So I started that in the summer, and then
did you write that one?
no, another dude wrote it.
Right.
And then me and Frank are writing another script for after that.
Oh.
But mostly I like to go back and do some TV.
TV?
Really?
Yeah.
You do want to go back on TV?
Yeah.
We want to do like a sitcom like David Spade?
What?
You want to do a sitcom like David Spade or something?
He's got an easy job.
Yeah. That's good, just reading what guys write for you.
Yeah, but it's hard to get a good thing like that, a good one.
Yeah.
You're looking now.
Yeah. You want a job where it'd be easy, right?
No, I want a job where it'd be a real good thing that I could write myself and be real funny.
Who are you hanging out with these days? You got any famous buddies? Who are you hanging out with?
Me.
Yeah, Artie, that's it?
That's as famous as it gets.
That's pretty sad.
It's me and Artie. Because in L.A. I don't know anybody.
You don't hang out with any ex-SNLers?
No. Spade.
Spade. Is he still banging that chick from Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
He told us he broke up with her.
He broke up with her.
He got rid of her? Can you imagine? Only an American guy who looks like that would be getting her. Only in showbiz.
Sitting next to George Siegel, who does that. Is it George Siegel?
Yeah.
Who does that show with
That's
him?
right.
Yeah.
And he looks like a munchkin. He's so little.
I know. And he gets laid like crazy.
I got Artie a co-star in Roland Spade's new movie. Is
that right?
I got it myself, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was auditioning for a movie, for a David Spade movie, and I called Norm. I said, could you call Spade up and see what you could do? And Norm calls me back and says, I can't get you in the movie. I can only get you out of it. I can only make sure you don't do it.
Right.
That's true.
Once you get in, you can get you out of it.
But Spade's a good guy, man. He put me in this movie. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like David Spade. He's funny.
This interview goes good?
But this one, it was all right. It was pretty good.
Very good.
It was good. It's always good to have you here.
Yeah.
You know, you could put out a little more.
Oh, stop it. He's been good. I've enjoyed him.
Yeah, you prepare a little more for Letterman and these guys because you think it's TV. But I tell you, man, I got more people watching this.
I love this. Is my favorite show to do in the world.
I know, man.
I always say good things about you because every damn guy that interviews me is like, when are you going to do the, are you going to be on Howard Stern? I go, no, I never said that. Howard never said that.
Hey, you know what was weird?
Howard's great.
When I did the,
saying that.
No, I love you. You know that. And the thing is, when we did the press conference to announce my CBS television show, you introduced me and then you just ran out of the place.
No, because I didn't want to get. I didn't want.
Because I went. I said.
I told you Gary tried to get him to do something, and he didn't want to do it, so he left.
Right. Because I went. Hey, and I just want to thank Norm, and everyone said, Norm's gone. Kind of was like, whoa. Norm, first of all, I want to thank you for introducing me. By having Norm introduce me, it implies what, Robin?
I don't know. Norm is a failed comic, isn't he?
Yeah, Norm, what happened? Norm, didn't you get kicked off Saturday Night Live?
Howard? Somebody told me Norm left.
He left already?
Yes.
Wow.
Norm obviously has appointments.
Norm is unemployed and has to find some work real quick.
Gary was trying to get him to do some announcement.
Right.
In the middle of it, like something's brought to you by something or other.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want you to do that. I just wanted you to get up and like jam with us a little bit.
I know. And then
talk.
all of a sudden, I was Ed McMahon. He said, "Oh, just do this."
And I could see on Norm's face when he was listening that he really didn't want to do it, but he kept saying, "Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that."
Yeah, Gary ruined it. You might have hung out otherwise. Well, anyway, listen, you guys. I wish you a lot of luck.
It's a great endorsement.
Yep, Norm Macdonald. He's in the new film Dirty Work.
Nah, the movie's really funny, man.
Yeah,
really
he wrote the film.
And Saget did a good job.
He did do a good job.
Yeah, he did.
You listened to him sometime.
I did. I mean, I'm nobody. I was afraid of getting fired and going back to rehab.
But Norm, you didn't listen to Saget, right?
Well, Saget would do things like he would remember he'd do those things where it's he'd go and whisper a thing in our ear.
Yeah, he'd whisper. He would like give direction by whispering something.
Like right before you, because you have to memorize these lines in your head.
So annoying.
And then right before he'd come up and
like it'd be fun if you didn't have to memorize stuff.
Yeah. And he'd whisper in your ear. He'd go like he'd want you to be mad in the scene or something. So he'd go like, "I hate you." And then I go, "I don't care." He'd go, "No, I'm getting you mad." And I go sit on your chair.
But then he would say stuff that really, but he would come up to you and go, "Okay, in this scene, start the car." You go, "Bob, there's no car in the scene." "I know. I'm going to go back over there." I'm going to go back behind the camera.
See, I know what you mean, because when I was acting, the director was Betty Thomas would come up to me and she'd say, I didn't want to tell you something, but I have cancer. And I went, "Oh, my God, what?" And she goes, "Yeah, you see your reaction there? Just do that at the table." That's what she would do. Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, I worked with her on Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, how was that?
Dr. Dolittle?
She kept carping about how you wouldn't be a hamster or something.
I didn't want to be in the movie. I said, I wouldn't bring that up. Betty wanted me to be in that Dr. Dolittle movie. But I said...
So she's carping Norm about it?
Yeah, so I was like, Betty, I don't want to be a hamster. I mean, you know, what the hell is that? So Gary Shandling took it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Chris Rock was the hamster.
No, he wants to be a hamster. I don't know, whatever was a ferret or whatever. You know what I mean?
A ferret.
Yeah. I said, Betty, man, you know, call me up when you got like a people kind of thing.
You want to be a person.
Yeah. All right, listen, I wish you guys luck.
Yeah,
Norm.
man.
Norm, good luck, man.
Thanks, man.
Thursday with the movie. I'm pulling for you. I'm going to go see it this weekend.
You are really?
Yeah, I really am. Yeah, of course.
Sure.
How could I not go see it? I'm a fan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we'll go check it out. All right. And Artie, good luck to you, man.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, it's good seeing you again.
Yeah, thanks for letting me in.
Sorry you didn't get that Magic Johnson job being the sidekick.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah,
Blumpkin or whatever it's called.
yeah, at least you got a Blumpkin.
Was the Blumpkin from Magic.
Was the whore good looking?
She was all right.
She was all right?
She was 250 Canadian.
White girl?
Yeah, oh, sure.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. That's all he gets.
For 250?
250 Canadian. What's that American?
About
$6.
It's about a six-pack of Miller.
You guys going to go promote some more?
I'm not. This is the only show that lets me. The biggest show ever is the only one that lets me come on.
That's what they're all afraid of you. All right, Norm. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Artie.
See you, Howard.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Always a pleasure.
You're a camera guy. As soon as the camera hits.
I like you when the camera's off, I swear. Funniest guy.
God, sir.
Hey, Norm,
We're going to do an ID, right?
Yeah, can we come down and go do a quick ID?
Yeah, you already asked me.
Yeah, all right. Oh, so I didn't have to ask you again?
No, we're going to do an ID right now.
Yeah, so Norm, when you come here, man, you're always involved in a lot of controversy.
I know, I don't know what happened there. I just used to be a regular guy.
You used to be a nice guy.
Yeah, I never started any of it.
What happened? What do you think? What do you think it went wrong?
Controversy. I don't know.
Think it started when it started coming on this show?
Maybe this is where it started. What do I say? Didn't somebody write something?
Yeah, we're trying to see if there's something written. We're looking it up. If not, you're gonna have to make something on your own.
Oh, I'm horrible at that. I used to go in commercials when I started out in show business. So it'd be like a car commercial.
Right.
So like the line would be, "Hey Bill, I see you have a Buick." That'd be the line.
Right.
So then you practice it like a million times. "Hey Bill, I see you got a Buick." And hi Scott.
I know.
And so then the guy goes, "Okay, go." So I go, "Hey Bill, I see you got a Buick." So the guy goes, "That was great." They always say it was great. And then he goes, "Okay, this time," he goes, "forget the script." Like there's any script.
Right.
He goes, "Just go crazy. Like anything you want." Because they think every comedian, because you're a comedian, they think you're like Mork from Mork or something. So, and then you just go, "Yeah, okay," And he goes, "Okay, go." And then you just go, "Bill, I see you got a Buick." You just say the same thing. You're like, retarded. That's a good story.
All right.
Hey, man, we're going to somebody's got to hand me something.
All right.
He's gonna think off my head. Bill, I see you have a Buick.
All right, Norm, do one thing first. Just be like, "Hey, Norm Macdonald," and then I hate to do it to you, but just say whatever you want to say. "Howard, I love you."
Okay. Well, what's it for though? It's like
it's like a bumper. It's like a fur bumper, like
Oh yeah, during.
Yeah, breaks in and out of spots.
Yeah, right. I've seen the show. Yeah. So I go, okay. Hey, so do I say you're listening to the Howard Stern Show?
That's how you'll end it. Yeah.
Oh, that's how I end it.
Hey, it's Norm Macdonald.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
I was going to say.
Okay, so I say, "Hey, everybody, Norm Macdonald here. I think Howard's the funniest guy in the world, and you're lucky to be listening to him. So keep listening on the Howard Stern Show. All right?
Something like that.
What? That was no good. You're telling me.
No, that was okay.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you that was okay.
Okay. So what do you want me to say
And
now?
the other one is, do me a favor, just, "Hey, it's Norm Macdonald, and wish Howard a happy 45th birthday."
Oh, that's nice.
Which will play on the day of his birthday. So anything you want to say.
That'll play on his birthday?
It'll play on his birthday.
That's a good time to play something like that. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, Howard, happy 45th birthday, man. You're 45 years old. That's great. When I was a kid, if somebody was like 45, you know, you heard he died, you'd go, yeah, that's it. Like you wouldn't think anything of it. But happy 45th, buddy. You're a good man.
This would be like a 10-year-old girl and her father or mother coming up to me asking for an autograph, and I'm at the table.
Well, you're
sitting at a table.
And he's famous?
Right, so it would be like... yeah.
We're creating a scene.
Exactly. It's all fiction. So it would be like, Lord, you be the girl.
Excuse me, can I have your autograph, please?
Oh, sure. All right, what's your name?
I'm going to wind up in rehab. It was so good. You guys are so good, man.